You're listening to CRBRadio.com. The words and opinions you are about to hear are of the hosts and do not reflect the management, sponsors, or affiliates of Cave Radio Broadcasting.
You're listening to Sports Radio Detroit.
This is the place to be. It's been a little bit longer than expected, but I'm sure you recognize this voice at this time.
That's right.
It's the soccer podcast that everyone knows and loves. It's the morning mimosa brunch edition of the set piece.
Live from downtown Redford.
Redford. All right, Mario.
Brunch? You mean a donut store?
Yeah, they don't know
KFC.
They don't know much about brunch here. But Mario, who's bringing this wonderful soccer goodness to us this week?
Well, if you've been following our show the last few weeks, our episode in the last few have been brought to you by CBS Sports HQ, the brand new streaming sports news network. It's live 24/7, and guess what? Costs you zilch, nada.
Nice.
That's right. Sports coverage. It's always on, always free. So, got the coverage focused on the game, tons of highlights and breaking news as it happens, and your good old fantasy advice. Don't forget, you can get all this great coverage completely free. Not for a week or a month. It's totally completely free for everybody. Just download CBS Sports app on your phone, Apple TV, Roku, whatever you got. I'm pretty sure it'll have it.
All right, cool. Does it have a Zune app? No.
Zune.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Guess not.
I think Microsoft deactivated that.
Can it help us
yeah.
with the Wi-Fi in this building so I can watch this soccer game?
It's struggling. Yeah, all right. Best thing I like most about CBS Sports HQ is there's no fake takes. There's no Stephen A. blabbermouths over there. They stick to sports.
That's right.
They're not talking about the Aaron Hernandez Netflix right now.
Not at all.
No, they're not
That's
talking
not
about that
real
one
sports.
bit. No, they're keeping it. They stick to sports. That's what we like here on the set piece. Fuck. Well,
why the fuck did this game stop working? I'm distracted.
Okay, so
this is a soccer podcast.
Yeah, it's a soccer podcast. It's important because this is a Saturday. There's matches going on. The FA Cup is going on as we speak. We have Billy Caballero in goal.
Uncle Bill is playing goalie for Chelsea right now, and he's got the clean sheet.
Yeah.
I don't think Hull City's had the ball for about 8 minutes.
That sounds about right. It's what you expect.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot going on. There's a really, really special 25th anniversary that we're going to cover today on the set piece. Can't wait to get started on that. But before we do,
love some good fan violence.
Before we do, let's talk about what's going on in the transfer period. This is our transfer period catch-up. Play us in, Roger.
No, he can deliver, even from this kind of range. And Melis there as well. But it is Eriksson, and it's brilliant. 2-2. Master craftsman from those free kicks.
Boom.
Boom.
So yeah,
I remember that guy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Somebody has moved finally. He's they're disgruntled, weird.
Pouty.
Weird relationship has gone to an end. But before we get to all the done deals, let's talk about the rumors.
Yes.
This is
we really want to talk about deals that will never get done.
Exactly. This is my favorite part.
Yes.
It's the best part.
So right now, Edinson Cavani he's out of the fold with PSG. Now they have
Mario beat me to it. I was about to say, can we pull up the picture of him on the horse?
I already had it.
It's real good, man.
Just on the strength of that, I'd sign him.
Yeah, so
I don't know what he's going to do at the club, but
Edinson Cavani, striker, loves to take penalty kicks, also a horseman.
Yes, of the first degree.
He signed it. He put in a transfer request with PSG. He's out of the fold. Mario Icardi's kind of settled in with the team.
Yeah, it turns out he hates not playing.
Yeah, I was surprised, right? So yeah, he wants to go, and there were some rumblings around. There were some Premier League rumblings. Chelsea was in the fold, but it looks like
always are.
But it looks like Atletico Madrid is reaching an $80 million deal for Edinson Cavani, which seems like crazy money for a 30-year-old striker.
Yeah, except when you got Diego Costa and Morata on your team, and if you had a real striker, you might be able to win a Champions League.
And Inter Miami is not going to pay for that.
You gotta, you gotta burn this money.
That's a lot. 80 mil?
Come on, bro.
I know that.
That's Harry Maguire money. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm spending that on him.
I know, and I know they're flush. I
think he'd go to Chelsea too. I just don't think he wants to learn another language. That's why he's like, "Fuck it, I'll go to Spain." I already know that.
Yeah, I think
I don't blame him,
especially at this point in his career. I think that it's a safer bet to kind of deal. I don't see
he's
him
perfect for that roster too, because
Exactly.
he's going to go in there and do what Diego Costa's supposed to be doing. He's going to bully motherfuckers,
Yes.
hold the ball up, and win games 2-0.
And his hamstrings are in much better shape, which is a good thing. Diego Costa's a
Warmer
shot
weather,
at this point.
yeah.
And I definitely can't see him running around with a bunch of kids in Chelsea right now. You can't.
No.
It doesn't even look
It
right.
would be weird.
No, he already got moved
Uncle
out of PSG.
Eddie, like, no, that's not it. Like, he's not Uncle Eddie,
They already moved him out of PSG because he's not cool enough anymore.
which had to be devastating.
They brought in a striker that has a questionable hairstyle and has
a full body tattoo
and has a wife agent. So like, this dude is not. He's not cutting it.
Yeah, he knew he was done that day. Like, we got who? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Even he was
he'll
like,
fit
yeah,
in
this is
perfect. Trying to Photoshop his head in like a red suit into some of those photos.
No, so yeah, I feel like that
Yeah,
makes
I
the
think you're
most
right.
sense. I think that's.
Are
like,
they announcing that's pretty much a done deal right now?
I feel like
As
it's
we sit here
more
over
or
our
less.
brunch?
more or less a done deal.
Okay.
By the time this brunch is over, maybe he'll have signed the paper and be taking the medical.
That's okay. By the time this brunch is over, Michy Batshuayi is going to have 4 more goals.
There we go. Feeling confident. They are playing Hull City. There's a lot of ways to accidentally score goals against Hull City. Danny
Next
Rose.
up.
Danny Rose. He's kind of falling down the list of
Yeah, this isn't going good for him.
favorite right backs or favorite defensive backs with Jose Mourinho.
I feel like maybe 4 months. Like, after they lost the Champions League final, they were talking about, like, Danny Rose could play for Barcelona. Where's he rumored to go now?
Loan to Newcastle.
Ew.
With Steve, Brucey boy wants him.
Ew.
Yeah, Newcastle, who's been doing some pretty shrewd business this window, are looking to kind of pick up on a dude who's really desperate for some playing time and desperate for attention. I don't. Yeah,
it'd be good for Yedlin. You know, he could coach him.
This is what happens when this is what Daniel Levy does sometimes. He's basically
He just does Daniel Levy things. He does crazy things.
does crazy things. This dude was 29 years old. At 27, he was at the pinnacle. They were saying that he was one of the best one of the best backs in the
Was
world.
not long ago.
And now he's probably going to end up at Newcastle.
And Trent Alexander-Arnold took his soul.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That too.
So yeah.
Just ripped his heart right out of his body.
But didn't he say he wanted to move a little bit further north? But I don't think he was talking about
go-
like,
Glasgow?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
Going up to play with Stevie G?
yeah. So I think that I don't know. I feel strongly about this happening. I don't think Mourinho wants to keep him on the squad. He's already said that he's going to run out his contract until he's and then he'll leave anyway. So I think this is a good way to get somebody out of the fold and start developing that new. They do have some younger defenders that they're trying to mold. So maybe this is the right move at this point. Speaking of Jose,
Yes.
he's also looking for a striker. Also, we already know the kind of striker that Jose Mourinho likes most of the time.
Super duper tall.
Super tall. Poachers, guys that kind of just like lean up against that back line, and I think he's got one in Willian Jose.
Yeah, I feel like he was telling like Levy he wanted Willian, and they were like,
Like
Done.
Yeah, right.
we'll call a guy right now.
B version.
This guy's gonna show up in a couple days, and Jose is gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, I think Jose's all right with this.
They need him. They need him too.
Yeah, it's definitely something. I don't know how he'll translate to playing in a much colder Premier League. This is a Brazilian, I believe, who played his trade in Spain. Pretty decent striker, so who knows? But this could, Tottenham doesn't have really good luck with buying strikers up front, like buying upfront players.
No.
So what was that? Roberto Soldado? Anyone?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So especially from Spain, but Jose knows what he's looking for. He fits the perfect mold. A big target man who can who can hold up play. It makes sense. And
They need a body.
They need a body. They need goals up front. While Harry Kane is out, we're still waiting for
They're
that
growing
clone
his
to
new
be
leg,
created.
yeah.
Yeah. So you never know when that hamstring. That was a pretty bad hamstring pull. So we'll see how that goes. Manchester United, they're going to be covered a lot today. We've already talked about Manchester United really trying to just build this new. They're trying to do what Chelsea was doing.
Kids.
They're really spending a lot of time dedicating
academy,
themselves
23 squad.
to these kids.
Yeah, Uncle Ollie is. I think he's working on being martyred. Like they're going to end up with like stained glass windows of like Ollie like this.
Yeah,
because he's going to take one for the club. Is what he's going to do. Just like he's going to play these kids. They're going to keep buying kids, and then like 2 managers away, there's just going to be a lot of guys around that they could maybe mold into a squad, and hopefully a couple of these guys work out.
Yeah, this is Birmingham's.
Yeah.
He just bidding $13 million on a 16-year-old midfielder from Birmingham named
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has 4 goals and 1 assist. Played in 16 matches so far at Birmingham. The only downside to this is
he's a junior in high school,
and he's not white. We know that he's really trying to work on that white midfield.
Does he play midfield?
Yes.
We're going to have to switch him to left
Probably
back.
move him up front or move him in the back.
He's going to have to go someplace else because the all-hair team is going to be in the midfield.
Absolutely.
McNasty and Grealish and Madison.
Didn't
the all-hair team.
That's a lot, bro. And
they'll fucking are you kidding me?
They'll sell tickets.
They'll love that.
Yeah, they'll sell all the tickets. And
all the jerseys.
Yeah,
and that's what they're all about, bro. Like right now we're talking about a 16-year-old kid is Manchester United's transfer news.
$30 million on a 16-year-old
It's a proper rebuild.
Yeah.
They got to get that all-white midfield, man.
They got to get that all-white
They're going to love that all-white midfield. Yeah. They supported the Nevilles. They're going to love this all-white midfield.
Absolutely. And you see what they're trying to build.
Grealish rolling up his shorts.
That's a
socks all the way
midfield.
down, pants up.
That's like almost that's like Spice Boys ass.
That's ultra English.
Yeah, that's a lot. So while that's happening, they're also dropping $30 million on 16-year-olds.
Yes, because they have that money.
Ollie and the kids crew doing it again.
These kids.
They're at it again. So we'll see if that deal goes through. I'm sure it will because I don't think Birmingham's ever seen $30 million.
No, they were like, how much?
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Right on their dicks.
Yeah. Oh, wow, we'll do that. Yeah, whoa. When do you need them? Tomorrow?
They're like, I'm
drive up myself.
They're like, I'm going to hand you an offer right here.
Yeah. Yep. Nope, I'll take it. God damn.
Woo. I'm going to draw.
Is it hot in here?
Let me draw my signature and puke.
Woo! Oh man, it just threw up in my dick hole.
Fucking
Jesus Christ!
Wow. Yeah, got yourself a goddamn deal.
This happens when you got a boner and you throw up at the same time.
I made it. Woo.
Oh fuck!
What's Carlos Tevez doing right now?
Because in case you thought Manchester United hasn't gone full crazy, they're also floating rumors that they're going to bring in 36-year-old Carlos Tevez.
I want this so fucking
on
bad.
loan because they killed Marcus Rashford.
They did. They killed the
boy.
poor guy.
They killed
So you're going to play all the time.
They basically treated Marcus Rashford like fucking James Caan treats players in the program. He was just shooting him up with painkillers. Get out there, kid. We got to make it to the Rose Bowl.
Oh, you want to play for Manchester United, didn't you?
Exactly. This is what you want. So now they kill Marcus Rashford. So now they're fucking bringing back the corpse.
Yes.
Of
I want this so bad. I want Carlos Tevez to play. I don't even feel he plays a couple games and gets hurt.
There's no fucking There's no
come on.
fucking way.
No, because this is just the start. Because if he could come back, who can't?
Yeah, they're gonna call Burbazov in a second.
Carrick is going to come off the bench and be like, I'm taking off my coach's suit off.
Anybody, if he could come back, anybody could come
Somewhere
back.
Lukaku just spit out his drink.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we don't need a striker. We've got Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood.
And then unfortunately somebody threw a banana at him.
Yeah, and then we need Carlos Tevez.
Now we need Tevez.
That's
Nah.
obviously
can't wait.
that can't happen.
There's no way.
happen, but you can only hope.
Nah. If you go back to Argentina 3 times, you're not coming.
Maybe
There's no
if we all do a real serious hard pray before we go to bed.
Carlos Tevez will
Great
appear
baby
in Manchester.
Jesus. He'll just show up in a Lamborghini that he drove from Argentina.
Somehow. Parked in a handicap spot and left.
Yeah, that's probably what the fucking Shanghai got him. That was his salary.
Oh, there you go.
He got a fucking
A water car, a water Lamborghini.
A water Lamborghini.
Son of a bitch. That was in the contract that they actually came up with it. That he had to go.
Yeah.
That was what got him to go. Like, fuck, I guess I really have to go.
I need this.
I don't like this.
water
I don't like the food, and I need the.
No, he thought it would never work. Like,
Yeah.
they can't. There's no such thing as a water Lamborghini, and then they drove it up to him.
Exactly.
You drove this here from China.
That's amazing.
Fuck.
God damn it, that's amazing. Okay.
Who's next?
Arsenal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and this rumor tickles me to no end because Luis Suarez is hurt. They're struggling up front. Who could they grab other than a 30-year-old striker who's extremely prolific that's toiling around in the Premier League right now? It's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the former captain of the Arsenal Gunners.
Yeah. I'm gonna project this out. You need to think about him and Ney and Messi up front. That's the weirdest front three.
It's a super weird front three.
It's weird, but it sounds
it's
right.
gonna work like a motherfucker.
It sounds about right.
And this is like,
And why would he not do that?
this is the most Barca move ever because there's no other striker at his level that is just toiling. Like,
Right.
He's
Yeah.
right
He's
for the goddamn
guy.
pick.
He's the guy.
Yeah,
and they're
this
just gonna
is-
come in and just put a
This
black
is
bag over
way
his head.
smarter than than the fucking Boateng move last winter because he doesn't give a fuck about Arsenal
At all.
He's probably already packing his shit.
Yes.
he's already trying to decide.
He's buying
which
blue.
car.
He's buying blue and red shit. Right now.
He's trying to figure out which Lamborghini he's going
Yes.
to leave in the parking lot at the Emirates.
Doesn't he have the Cheeto one?
Yes.
He'll probably take the Cheetah one because now he's going to be in Spain where the partying's real good.
Yeah.
Where the partying's real good.
Whippets.
Yeah.
Whippets.
His
Yes,
hat's coming with him.
I don't know if
All
this
the
happens.
fedoras,
I
all
don't know if this
that.
happens in January, but this could easily happen in the summer.
I hope it happens in January, and I feel like it will just because he doesn't give a fuck.
No, he really doesn't.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He could just sit down and pout.
He'll sit down and pout. It's Barcelona. When Barcelona come calling,
And they need him right now. They need him when Suarez is out.
they need him. And then also, I think that you don't know how much longer you're going to get of this guy before he's like really disillusioned and
Right.
tanks the whole squad. So how about you get him, and then Barca owes you.
Right.
You know.
Right, because then you can, exactly. Then you got that piece.
They got
Right.
some good young pieces. You're trying to rebuild a squad. Maybe you can come calling for one of those guys later
Right, maybe
on.
you get the right back or something.
Exactly.
The one that they keep wanting to put in the Ney deal.
Oh yeah, Semedo or you
Yeah,
get some,
which is just the Ney deal is going to be something ridiculous. Where it's just like, oh, turned out we did find a dump truck full of cash. You can have that.
whoops. I don't know where that cash came from.
And Griezmann and Dembele. Yeah, whoops. I don't know where we got all this money, but we got it.
All right. So yeah, I think that I feel good about this rumor.
Yeah, I think this one's happening.
And for someone who likes when Arsenal's upset, like taking the only reason why they're in 10th place and not relegated
Yes.
out of their team right now.
Sounds amazing.
Yes, sounds beautiful. It's so fucking. If you look at all of the goals that he scored this
Yes.
past, like they should have lost to like Sheffield.
They'd be completely
Oh yeah, they would have.
Yeah,
It's amazing. I can't wait.
it is amazing. So moving on to done deals.
Wait, you said Barca lost today too?
Yeah,
They
they
did.
lost today.
It's going down.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna need it. They lost to Valencia today. It's going the fuck down.
Yeah.
So yeah, done deals. Real Madrid is continuing to just buy up any Brazilian that's under 19 and very good at soccer.
Yeah, it's as if they have that plan.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, guys. So they backed up Rodrigo and Vinicius with Reinier Jesus from Flamengo, who had a really, really big year this past year. He's going to join their second squad in February when he's done with training with his national team. So
Real Madrid could be real good next year.
yeah, they have.
Depending on what other moves they make and who they can bring in and who they get out, it's like this could be a real quick turn.
Yeah,
I mean, I like how we're talking about they're rebuilding. They're in first place and in the last 16 in the Champions League. But like this could be a quick turn if City beats them and it's like, oh, they got to rebuild now. They're getting ready. They're stocking up.
they are getting ready, and then they also are stockpiling really, really nice resources that they
Yes,
can sell
pieces, yeah.
if they want to go full Galacticos
Right.
again. So that helps for them. Also, Sheffield United signed Jack Robinson. I know everyone was really
Yeah, we needed to
really
know
need
that.
to know
Heck
that
yeah.
news. Yeah. Antonio Conte. Really?
Yeah.
You would think that a guy that couldn't wait to leave Italy.
Turns out he was paying attention while he was in England.
Yeah, he was paying a ton of attention. He's basically building a squad that will infuriate Italians by signing all these black dudes and then really, really technical white guys
They don't
know how to feel.
I think he's still building the team he tried to build at
at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it
let me just get Giroud. Let
Yeah.
me just get Moses.
It feels good.
Oh, they're taking her over.
Chris is here, everybody. Hey, Chris.
There we go.
The gang's all here, man.
Cameo appearance.
It's a set piece brunch.
Shift. That's what happens at a set piece brunch. You get a shift change.
Let's check in on this Chelsea score. Still 1-0.
Still 1-0.
Keep going. You can keep going.
No,
Oh man, Pedro was playing today too.
Yeah, Pedro.
Yeah.
Good for him, man. I see he needs to go back to Barcelona for a little bit. They could use Pedro for about 25 minutes a game.
No, I think that this is stop it. What Antonio Conte is.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, you want to go back to what we were actually
Yes.
talking about?
Well,
No, he's just getting everybody that he wanted to get at Chelsea.
Well, you got Christian Eriksen who's in here now, $20 million, which they get something before he leaves,
Right.
before his contract ends at the end of this year.
And they get his bitch ass out of the locker room.
He's out of the locker room, and he's going to make $260 a week. Thanks, Roger.
Yeah, appreciate it, Raj.
$260 a week plus add-ons, which is
Right.
a nice deal. I know that it's not Spain. I know that it's not
Right.
Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Milan would work, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're like, yeah, it's not London, but like Milan will work.
Exactly. It's still
Yeah.
it's still a little bit better weather. So I think that
How
everybody.
do you think this works out for Eriksen now? Do you think he takes off and goes into Euros, cruising, or do you think he's just spent right now?
No, I think this is like Eriksen's pretty professional. So I feel like he'll be all right. He'll pick up right where he's left.
I think he'll have a nice uptick.
Yeah, and there's a lot of fucking pieces on that Inter. Antonio Conte is basically creating a squad so that I can start watching some Serie A.
Right.
Because that's a really good. You got
And with him in the middle too, he's going to be like one of the two people, including the goalie on the field, that Antonio Conte is not just yelling "run" at the whole time.
Exactly.
Because they got so many guys in that midfield now that he can just pick passes and let other people run around him and play defense.
Yeah, they're setting up a really, really nice squad too. Because if they keep Lautaro, that's a really good squad up front, and he's getting that. Like we already know, he brought in Victor Moses.
Yeah.
Victor Moses knows how to play in his system.
Yep.
He loved him at Chelsea.
I could see them trying to get Alonso. They've already got Ashley Young.
They got Ashley Young in there, so
They got fucking Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, they want Olivier Giroud. I don't know if that's a done deal yet, but that's what
He'll
still
go.
working on it.
Chelsea wants to get him out of there. They're arguing over like $5 million.
I know it's so outrageous. So we'll see how that goes.
Chelsea hates Antonio Conte.
They really that's obvious.
But they'll still do this deal because Giroud did good by them. But I bet you they do it on the 31st. Just like, yeah, you can have him. Fuck you.
at the end of and then
Yeah,
exactly.
here you go.
And Victor Moses, this is probably he'll finally get off of their books.
Yes,
So-
they've been paying him for like 8 years. He just played there 3. And I always like Victor Moses. I think that's awesome for him. I was actually really happy when
It
I
should be
heard
good
that.
for him.
That's good business. He'll play well in Serie A. So I think that,
And that's his spot. Like, that's his position. He's going to play the shit out of that spot for them. Like,
Yeah.
that's a nice... The 2 wingbacks that they got, that's a nice move for them.
that is a really nice move, and it's always good to see that like. He has a coach. He has a coach that at least believes in him. That after being loaned out, that at least
So many times.
at least he can get maybe a good 2-year run with Antonio Conte before he just goes full Bane on everybody up there. But yeah, there's going to be good luck because they're building
crazy
a squad,
out there.
They're building a squad that's like people are going to come
Yeah.
with bananas at the ready,
Yes.
probably in t-shirt cannons. So because
I'm not ready for the banana cannon, bro.
Lukaku, Ashley Young, fucking Victor Moses.
Yes.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of black guys,
That's
man.
a lot of black dudes, bro.
It might be too many for Italy.
It's close. It's actually you're probably over the limit because I think the limit is none. So, so we'll see how that goes.
Turns out the limit is none.
So, Newcastle, they're doing okay. They're not getting they're not in the relegation zone like we thought that they were going to be.
Yeah, I thought they were fucking. Just started. As soon as they hired Steve Bruce, I thought they were done.
Well, yeah, when you hire a dude who's got a pink belly like that guy does and loves to drink like Steve Bruce, this is not really the era for
any of that.
lush football managers. But the team has rallied around him. They're starting to get results. The way that they drew that last game, I don't think
Who
it
did
was.
they play?
I think it was.
I'll look it up. Hang on.
Was it Everton?
Oh,
It
yeah,
was Everton.
Yeah.
They were up 2-0, and then Lejeune scores 2 goals, but in like the
90, it was like 94th and 95th minute.
I
they
just
scored.
assumed that
and
that
one's
was
a
Everton's
bicycle,
fault.
and one's a bicycle kick.
Oh, are you?
So-
So
Yeah.
they rallied?
Yeah.
yeah,
The last
Newcastle-
2 minutes.
Oh my god! Yeah, not 90 plus 4 and 90 plus 5. The second one's a bicycle.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just watch this real quick.
So following that good run on the field, they also, and this is after having a ton of injuries and riding out through that Christmas period, they're sitting pretty, and they bring in Nabil Bentaleb, formerly of the Spurs.
That's a nice pickup,
yeah,
bro.
Bring him in on loan, and they also brought in Lazaro, a winger / right back from Inter Milan, played at Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another nice little move for them.
These are two really, really good pieces. It makes sense in the squad that they're trying to build. So
fucking bicycle kick.
Yeah.
You say what you want. Like that wasn't necessarily Chrissy at Juventus a couple years ago. That was just sort of hanging up there, and he just sort of got his big ass leg up there.
That's definitely it's definitely a beer league bicycle kick.
Counts.
Yeah, still counts as a goal.
Even Pickford was like,
Like,
yeah, he's like, I can't believe I did this.
I better start yelling at people, and then 2 minutes later,
that one is just bungled. It's just a bungled goal. It's really, really good. So yeah, it's really weird.
That's a perfect Newcastle goal.
It's really weird to see them.
Yeah, bungled is
see
right.
them
Yeah,
doing
bungled
it.
around
It's
for a
pretty
good
much
10
it.
seconds. Oh shit! Then they almost scored again. Anyways, I gotta stop watching highlights because we're making a soccer podcast.
No, but that's what was going on this week, and it's weird to see Newcastle making shrewd moves.
Yeah, what happened to reckless Newcastle?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess Rafa Benitez really did teach him.
I know. I was really waiting for them to spend like $89 million on fucking.
I thought they were just gonna mine people
on
out of the
Jack
MLS.
Wilshere.
That deal could easily still get done.
It still could go down.
One last shot.
Yeah, we do have a few days left of the.
They'd sell
of
a
transfer period.
shitload of jerseys. I'd buy a Jack Wilshere Newcastle jersey.
Yeah, it just feels too right. Yep. So that's what's going on in the transfer period. Let's take it back to stateside. It's time for America First. Play us in.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Okay.
You should not be wearing that in the United States of America.
Okay.
Are you a citizen?
What's the big deal with blackface?
When his dark skin color with a dark football with a dark uniform, you could not see that thing.
Get these Negroes the hell out of here.
Westbrook is out of his cotton picket mind.
And by the way, for all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white.
When you dishonor our flag, you turn your back on the families of heroes serving on the front lines whose sacrifices make it possible for cameras to focus on your disgraceful protests.
So I'll stand for the flag.
It's always so good.
Every time.
Especially the kneeling one gets me every time. I already know that Santa Claus is always white, so
He just is.
he just is.
whether you like it or not, he is.
He just is.
All right, so we are stateside, and there's some big news, and
The MSL.
yeah, the MSL LA Galaxy has made a very LA Galaxy move by signing Chicharito Hernandez,
They're going to sell so many jerseys.
and he will now be the highest paid player in the MLS. What's that money we talking about?
Yeah, what is the money?
Let's see. He is making. Well, let's say Ibra was highest with 7.2 last season. So probably around that ballpark, or maybe more.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're making about $7 million a year. That's not
Yeah, about that.
That's not bad. That's not bad to try to score to try
As many goals as you possibly can on a
to
high
be
school
as
team.
disrespectful
Yeah.
like Carlos Vela has been the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So
I mean, real talk though, this is a nice deal. This makes sense for him, which we'll get into in a minute. And this makes a lot of sense for LA Galaxy because it's just like, fuck, we just lost the one good player we have.
Yeah.
I guess we better get another one. Who could we get that could just sell a shitload of jerseys in like Southern California? I don't know, maybe like the best Mexican scorer of all time.
oh yeah, he's around, right?
Yeah, that guy's washed up enough.
31 years old. And I like how, and I don't know if this was a loss in translation type thing or if he was just had a little bit of Zlatan in him, but he basically already let everyone know that this is a perfect beginning to his retirement.
Did he tell his dad that?
Yeah, that's what he told his dad. He said, "It's almost certain I'm going to L.A."
Right, but he probably plays in what? You say he's 31?
Yeah.
31.
So he's going to play in at least one more World Cup.
Playing one more world. I can see him playing like I can see him play till he's if he does well till he's like 35.
Yeah.
He doesn't get hurt. He is an expert at like flopping and drawing fouls. Right. So
he's gonna fucking kill this league.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy the league.
This dude played at Manchester United when they were still good. Like this, he's gonna kill this league.
Yeah, and I can definitely see him playing at least 2 seasons, but I bet on 4. Bro, 31, that's not bad.
Depending on how he comes out the gate, if he comes out the gate like and is just scoring goals like crazy, I could see him
come after him again.
I could see him doing the Beckham thing where he's like, "Yo, I'm about to go on loan for 6 months." Like I could see him doing that and going back and playing for like a Milan or some other team that just needs a rent a forward.
Yeah, 31 is still pretty young for strikers.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good in the air. He moves around a lot, so it's not like his size will be a deterrent. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Obviously, he'll sell a shit ton of jerseys and will score a shit ton of goals on those D2 goalies.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
El Trafico is going to be fun now.
Yeah,
Bello against Chicharito.
Well, we're going to have to wait a little bit, though, because obviously he's going to get loaned to Chelsea here tomorrow.
That was a little weird. So you guys got a Mexican. Now we're getting a Mexican.
So we'll get us a Mexican, too.
Mexican off.
That's right. Be a standoff.
Oh, yeah, that's what they call it.
Oh, right? Yeah, that's right. That's not, yeah.
Like, oh, no, it makes sense. Oh, my God.
Soccer. I mean, football. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to call it. All right, so
speaking of America,
some sad news. Unless you're anyone that's a part of this show, Michael Bradley will be out for a few months with ankle surgery.
Boo!
So that kills the midfield depth, but also is it the end or the beginning of washed Michael Bradley?
Yo, he's been washed.
Okay, yeah. So this is one of the nails.
This is the middle of the end.
Yeah, this is
Michael
one of
Bradley.
the nails. This is whenever surgeries like this, especially ankles, they're basically like basketball players' knees.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So that's never good.
Ask Jack Wilshere.
Ask him. There you go.
That's never good, and especially for a man of his age at a position that he plays, that he's already been exposed for being a little bit washed up. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Get this guy the fuck out of here.
Could be a few months. Unfortunately, he's not getting the surgery performed by the Washington Redskins staff, or else
the Jaguars,
or his career would definitely be over. So.
Yeah, Dr. James Andrews, you stay away from him. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Go ahead.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So hopefully that'll get some of the more young bucks into the fold, and we can kind of start phasing
playing that expansive football that we want to play.
Phase that young man out. All right. Well, that I guess he's still a young man.
To compare
that
to
middle-aged man.
Yeah.
So. Thank you. And happy to not see Michael Bradley for a while.
Yes, thanks very much.
Inter Miami, they're now part of the league. They're
That's
really
right.
trying to let everyone know that they're a real football squad.
They're going to get actual players.
Yes. Even though they're going to play on a fucking garbage site,
yes,
they will have quality
garbage players.
Former
quality players
yes. Like
in their rotation.
It'll basically be like an Aldi for soccer players.
Wow. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So
who's first up?
So they've been floating some rumors around. This one's a little bit more in the realm of, okay, I could see this.
This is probably possible, yeah.
Christian Teo, former winger from Barcelona, who was loaned more times than actually being with the squad at Barcelona, has been linked to a deal with Inter Miami.
Yes.
This smells kind of right. I can see him. He's 28. They're saying he's in advanced negotiations, and it's on the MLS website, so it lets you know that this is probably going to happen since they greenlight all these deals.
Who are the rest of those guys on that roster then? Are those just simulated players?
No, that's their current roster at the moment.
That's not a name generator?
Yeah, no. I thought those were all just simulated.
There's an actual goalkeeper named Drake Callender.
Yeah.
Yes. With 2 L's.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Yeah, not to be confused with John McCarthy. That's not just a simulated name.
And you know what? Now that you look at this squad, you can definitely see that this next rumor makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, because
I can definitely see these guys playing with David Silva and Sergio Aguero.
Yeah, that's definitely going to go down.
Yeah.
Okay,
does it fit?
No. So David Beckham is using all of his former career clout and H&M money to float rumors that he's going to get Sergio Aguero and David Silva.
Yes.
All right.
I'm telling you, bro, like my prediction stands. They're good. This is New York Cosmos. He's getting Chrissy and Messi as soon as they're washed. That's like the 7-year plan. So he's just got to get some jerseys sales before then so that he can fund that move. They're going to do this, man. They're in Miami. They're going to build their trash dump stadium. This is not going to happen. They'll get David Silva. Aguero's not going yet.
No.
But
Aguero could probably go home more than anything.
Yeah, I definitely can't see Aguero.
Yeah, I was going to say Aguero would go back to Argentina.
Yeah, like he would like
unless they get Messi.
Stop. So
bring him together.
You're trying to tell me that this dude would run his deal out with Man City instead of going to his hometown club, will take a stop in Miami?
Talking about David Silva?
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about
Aguero? No, not at all.
That won't
Aguero's
happen.
going home. That's crazy.
David Silva, I hope not. I hope he doesn't do it.
He's not. I thought he'd go back to Spain first, then get that MLS money.
I don't think he should never do this, man. Look at that squad. I know that he's an orchestrator and he can pull the strings and improve these guys.
And they need to teach David Beckham a lesson where it's just like you can't just do this. Like you're going to play a couple years with a bum ass squad until we loosen the rules and rig it so that you can get good players down here so we can get better TV dollars.
Yeah, do it the right way.
Exactly how sports work in this country.
Do it the right way. It makes perfect sense.
Wait till we change the rules in your favor. Do it the right way.
Exactly. So now in more designated player news in MLS, Chicago Fire has replaced Bastian Schweinsteiger with a league on striker.
Wow.
Yes, the Slovenian Robert Berish.
Okay. Good for him, man. Get some of the MLS dollars.
34 goals and 104 matches for St. Etienne. He's just a number 9 that's really going to make it very difficult for goalkeepers from San Jose State University.
That's correct.
All right. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on in America this week. Now we get to look back on probably one of the spiciest moments,
throwback spice
in the past 40, 50 years of soccer. This is it's the 25. Actually, I think to the day it's the 25-year anniversary of the Cantona Kung Fu Kick. So we are going to give a little background on what was on the kind of like the media coverage about when this went down. So, and then we're going to go through that, and then we'll discuss kind of our thoughts on this kick and everything we had to say about that. So, Chris, can you play that clip for us?
And at one of them, some of the most extraordinary scenes witnessed at a football ground in this country.
Players are rushing towards that, and it's a red card. It's a red card, and there are people pointing at him and cheering. And not for the first time in English football, the ugly side of Eric Cantona's game has come to the fore. And Cantona has got involved with a fan in the front row. Cantona leapt with both feet into the front row. Frankly, I've never seen anything like it. And from Cantona, whatever the provocation, conduct like that is unacceptable and a disgrace.
Comments were exchanged. But he did no more than jump two-footed over the barrier, kick the person straight in the stomach. The chappie got up to retaliate. Cantona did no more than punched him as well. In all the years I've been a supporter, I've never ever seen or experienced anything quite like that at a football match before.
Gary Lineysbury's with us. First reaction to that, Gary.
Well, it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in a football match. I think that it doesn't matter how you're provoked by the crowd, whatever language they use to you, you've got to be above it.
Good evening. The directors of Manchester United are meeting tonight discussing how to repair the damage done to the club and to the game by a few seconds of ugly violence involving their most mercurial player. The Football Association called it a stain on the game and have charged Cantona with bringing the game into disrepute. The police say that in due course they'll be questioning those involved.
Eric Cantona made the short walk from hotel to magistrate's court in good time for 10 o'clock court appearance. Cantona pleaded guilty to a charge of common assault.
You are a high-profile figure looked up to by young people. The only appropriate sentence is 2 weeks imprisonment forthwith. With those words, the Croydon magistrate sentenced Eric Cantona to 2 weeks in jail for his assault on the Crystal Palace supporter.
8 days after being sentenced to 2 weeks imprisonment by Croydon magistrates after pleading guilty to common assault, Eric Cantona took his appeal against the sentence to the Crown Court. Defending David Paul QC described the magistrate's decision as flawed, contrary to the express will of Parliament. He said that over 96% of convictions for common assault received non-custodial sentences. Mr. Paul said that the magistrates indicated last week that they were sending Eric Cantona to prison because he was a high-profile public figure. But he urged Judge Ian Davis to treat Eric Cantona
as an ordinary man. Okay, cool. So yeah, spicy. So he ended up getting they charged him with two weeks in jail. They got that overturned.
Yeah, went to appeal and got that overturned. I didn't realize that he was actually sentenced like that.
Yeah. So So yeah, basically, this is around the time when Manchester United everybody really hated them
they were kings of the game.
They were kings of the game, and they're playing Crystal Palace, who did not have Wilfried Zaha. They were not.
No, at that point they were not. That's so long ago. They were not holding Wilfried Zaha hostage at this point.
They just had nothing but just a bunch of hooligans playing, and it really just spent a lot of the time just giving hard fouls to anyone on Manchester United. So Eric Cantona gets a red card for maybe a shove.
Yeah.
It's a really, really light shove by this man, and he's already incensed. As he's leaving, a Crystal Palace supporter says something.
It's a night game. There's been a lot of time to warm up.
Yes.
Obviously, people are wasted. This seems rowdy.
It's extremely rowdy. And
somebody chirped him in the crowd, and he jumped in, and Luke Kang kicked this guy.
Luke Kang kicked, and then follows up with a really aggressive hook.
Then he tagged the guy.
Yeah, he did.
Don't fucking run up on Eric Cantona, man.
Don't run up and watch your mouth around Eric Cantona. That's all you can really say about the whole thing.
So he got, a year suspension?
Yeah.
Yes, almost to that,
Yeah, almost a year. Because he was initially suspended for the 6 months for the rest of the season.
Right.
And then they extended the suspension into October of the following season.
Whatever. Eric Cantona's a man.
No, absolutely.
The collars.
The collar. Everything about this is... It's why we love the game, and why and even some of his statements around that time, he was very mercurial the whole time. He was just extremely weird, and there were points where Sir Alex Ferguson said that they were going to get rid of him, and they decided to just
I can't do it,
kind of just stick with him. He couldn't do it because he felt like he was just so indicative of what the squad was. They even discussed him. At the end of the year, when his contract was over, and they were talking about maybe moving him on, where he snuck to France and had a really, really long conversation over drinks and food, and convinced him to come back to United. So,
he's the man.
Yeah, he's the man.
No, it's really impressive shit. And it's a really good kick punch combo.
It was
landed both, and it's not like, and there was not a lot of room for error. There's a woman sitting right next to him.
Yeah, but he's a professional footballer. Like, he's not going to miss.
No, he did not miss. So yeah, 25 years, man.
Whew. Seems like yesterday.
Does seem like yesterday. So shout out to Eric Cantona, and
keep being crazy, bro.
Yeah, continue to be crazy. Just stop. Don't show any more.
Yeah, no
dick
egg
photos.
videos.
None of
that. We don't need more dick.
No
egg
dick
videos.
egg videos. We're kind of past
that. That's too crazy. But other than that, man,
a little
kick
bit
who
too
you
crazy.
Kick.
Kick who you got to kick. Punch who you got to punch.
No more dick videos, bro.
So yeah, that's our classic look back on some old school Spice.
There we go.
Yep, brought to you by Bro Beers and Brunch. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's touch down in England.
In a row without finishing level. Advantage here, and they have 35 minutes to keep it or improve on it. Wood. Rodriguez off! Screamer! Wow, he flushed that in! The hair could barely twitch! And Burnley have a 2-goal advantage in front of the Stretford end. He gave that one almighty clout.
Well, I mean, all it is just a little 1-2 from the two strikers. But the hit from Rodriguez is just incredible. I don't think De Gea was expecting it. I think he was caught by surprise. It just set up beautifully for the Burnley strikers who get his left behind it. Oh, that's an absolute peach, as good as it comes.
And so, for the third successive season, Burnley have a 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, that was savage, too.
Yes.
Are we going to talk about that right now?
That we will talk about that. Before we do, let's talk about the other matches that went down.
All right.
Because we did have a London derby, too, during this packed fixture. It was a really weird fixture week. We had that weekend match, and we rolled right into matches into match day 24 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday too, actually. So that was pretty crazy. So we had we had Liverpool slap up United on Sunday.
Awesome.
2-0 could have been worse. I think the big result from that match day was Man City drawing with Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. So Pep and the boys are Seems like the honeymoon may be over with Pep and the boys. They did get Laporte back, but it's probably too little, too late at this time.
It's all about that Real Madrid tie.
Yeah, that's what
they got focused on.
That.
It really is. It's all about that because they're going to stay ahead of Chelsea and Leicester. So they're going to finish second. They're going to finish a mountain of points behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
So it's really all about that Real Madrid
putting
tie.
all the eggs in the Champions League basket at this point,
and then seeing if they can get that FA Cup too.
Yeah.
That's really where it's at. He's just going to kind of tread water in the league, and this is kind of how you're going to see shit like this. Is all.
Absolutely, and it's a good week. It was a good 5-6 days for Burnley as they beat. They beat Leicester City on Sunday and then came back and then beat United at Old Trafford for the first time since 1962.
Boom.
Yeah. So you also have a draw in a Chelsea-Arsenal match. Arsenal a man down, getting a Hector Bellerin goal late.
Yeah, bro. A lot going on there. Yeah. David Luiz, I have a theory about that. I think that Arteta is actually a tactical genius, and he knew that if they went down to 10 men, they would have to pack in. So he ordered David Luiz.
David Luiz is a liability.
Yeah, just like you are actually hurting us being on the field. I'm going to need to get you thrown out of this game immediately so that we can then solidify our defense. And, it was a masterstroke. It worked perfectly.
They need to shore that up for sure. It's
again, it's just like that's a tough sell on the Arsenal job. Like we're like 6 defenders and a couple goalies away from being a really good club.
We need 6 guys.
I just need like 6 defenders. Like all of the defenders I have aren't good enough.
No, so that would be cool.
And yet they go down to 10 men and like that's how Chelsea does it now. Play against a 10-man Arsenal team for an hour at home and not win.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So that's what's going on, and that's how you get Billy C in between the sticks on during your FA Cup.
Billy's about 20 minutes away from his clean sheet here.
There we go. That's our live update on.
Beard looking good. Yeah, I haven't seen him on TV in a while, though. I saw him walking back out at halftime. So
nice. There we go.
Good.
That's always a good sign, right? And so then we also have.
You mean when he's still walking out when you come back out at halftime?
Yeah. He didn't break.
It is always a good sign.
He didn't break anything. He's all right.
When Billy Caballero starts, it's always a good sign when he makes it back out at halftime.
Yeah, and we've already talked about the Everton Newcastle beer league bicycle kick.
Yes.
And Wolves had a really competitive match with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool ended up getting the win. Sadio Mane did pull up lame on that one. So that's what's going on in the Premier League. We also have Carabao Cup coming up this week. Have the second legs of both those ties.
Yes.
Nothing probably to write a home except for the Aston Villa Leicester one. Could be some must-see TV.
Oh, Liverpool West Ham. The makeup game is Wednesday too.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah.
Our boy Colin has a prediction for this. West Ham's going to beat Liverpool and get relegated. That would be the most West Ham thing in the world to do. He's right.
Yeah, that's
break up the unbeaten streak and then fucking get relegated. So I'm gonna put that on the books for him. If it goes down, that's all credit to him.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They knew they wanted to be relegated once they brought in David Moyes, right?
Right. They tried to do that last time. They were like, "Oh, let's get relegated," and then it didn't work. So they were like, "Well, just bring him back. Fuck it."
There's like, how else are we gonna get rid of all these bloated salaries?
Did they lose today? They might have lost to a team that was like shameful today.
West Ham did lose.
To West Brom at home.
Yeah.
To West Brom, who ended up with a red card. Yeah, awesome.
To West Brom head coach Slaven Bilic.
Yeah, you think he enjoyed that? Slaven Bilic is blacking out tonight.
Just a skosh.
Slaven Bilic is raging tonight.
Just a skosh. He's just a skosh excited, guys.
Back in East London, too, he's probably at his old favorite bar. Mm-hmm. Good for him, man. Friend of the show.
Good for you, Slaven.
All right, what else is going on?
So now this moves on into a new segment that we've never done before. This is called We're Fucked. So we're going to just cover some people
that are fucked.
Some people in the Premier League who may be fucked this year. Manchester United obviously fucked.
Clearly.
Manchester United is fucked.
Exhibit A on why they're fucked is we've already touched on this a little bit.
Yeah.
They killed Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
They killed their most promising striker.
Yeah, just ran his ass in the ground.
Striker they've had in the last 10 years or so. Marcus Rashford is out 2 to 3 months with a back fracture.
Yeah, they're super lucky that he is English because if he was from anywhere else, he would be like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah, that's all.
But since he came up through United, the only 2 other good teams are their rivals, so he ain't leaving.
He can't leave.
But please don't kill this kid.
I feel like it's very like a back fracture. We already know that Ney kind of dealt with.
That was one of the times where he actually got hurt. Yeah,
dealt with something serious. But yeah, he has a piece of floating bone in his ankle, also requiring non-intrusive surgery.
Yeah, you guys suck. Shut this kid down for a year, please. Let him go to Euros, and then let him score goals for you next year.
That's a double stress fracture on his back. So
do what the NFL does. Just shut you down.
Just shut him down.
Yeah, shut him all the way down.
Yeah, that's not going to help them, though. That's definitely going to keep Manchester United fucked.
And yeah, he's got 19 goals and 5 assists in 31 matches, but they did not need Romelu Lukaku, and they did not need Alexis Sanchez.
Definitely didn't. And they don't need Pogba.
He's young, so we can just run this dude. We can just run this dude to the ground.
Into the fucking ground.
And that's what was done. So hopefully he's able to come back stronger and back out there on the pitch. But this is not a good sign, especially for a squad struggling to compete with the tier of teams they're supposed to be competing with.
Yes.
So, and we've already covered Exhibit B. Uncle Ali and David De Gea, Cody De Gea, being embarrassed by Jay Rodriguez at Old Trafford.
This is starting to become a trend, right? Grealish came in there and dropped one on him. Jay Rodriguez, whoever the hell that is, came in there and dropped one on him. Mm-hmm. Is this starting to be like when motherfuckers started going into the Garden and scoring like 45 points on the Knicks?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I feel like this is like that. We're like, this is going to be a thing for a little bit. We're just random guys are going to come in and just have ridiculous goals at Old Trafford because it just never happened before. So everyone's going to get their shot in now.
Yeah, this is definitely the era of Manchester United when Stefan Marbury is playing.
Yes.
The team.
Oh man.
And Isaiah Thomas is the coach/GM.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah.
I feel like what is Isaiah Thomas doing right now? I feel like he may be on the books at Manchester United.
He's got time.
I think he might be advising them.
He's just he's spiritual advisor.
Yeah. I feel like somewhere in the back room, Isaiah Thomas is around making personnel decisions.
The wrong one.
Yeah, you just gave me that guy.
No, it's definitely something. I'm sure that they're paying him. They're paying him much more than they could have had to pay Erling Haaland. So everything is going on. And so if you're still a Manchester United fan and you're holding strong, waiting for
this has got to be as bad as it gets, right?
Winds of change to come through.
Yeah, something has to change.
You are incorrect because they're already saying that his job is safe even if they fail to qualify for the Europa League.
Like I said, 5 guys are doing all of this. Mm-hmm. They're ruining this club. It's amazing. I love it.
I think the best thing, and I think that this is really, really good now because now the excuse for anything, if your squad's not coming together, not gelling right, I've been hearing it a lot. Is people are constantly saying, "Well, it took Jurgen Klopp 4 years to get Liverpool where they need to be."
That's right.
There you go. He's doing 2 things at a time.
You're going to have to give him time.
Jurgen Klopp got 4 years. Guys,
All right. So Isaiah Thomas, if you want to know, he's doing 2 things.
He works for NBA TV.
He's the president of the WNBA's New York Liberty.
They're probably in last place.
And he is the exclusive United States importer of the Sherlin champagne.
Yeah, and he works for NBA TV.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he just has that New York Liberty job so he can keep Bill Laimbeer on the payroll.
Yeah.
Right. So that's fine. Importing champagne, good for him.
Yeah.
Probably terrible. And he's good on NBA TV because how can you fucking argue with Isaiah Thomas?
Very true. So he definitely has time
Unless he's advising on personnel decisions, then you can definitely argue with him.
Yeah, or unless you give him a personal secretary.
That's right. But talking about playing basketball games, don't step to Isaiah Thomas. He's a man.
So yeah, Uncle Ali's job is safe.
No matter what.
No matter what. So you guys are going to be in for the long haul. Wait, because I'm pretty sure that I heard that there's a 13-year-old playing for Norwich. That's right. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's Timo Pukki's son.
They're basically doing what Real Madrid's doing, but like
even younger.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna do one better.
Yeah. Oh, you got teenage kids? We'll see.
Yeah, it's basically the Family Dollar version of what they're scouring England for the best talent.
Yeah, the best 13-year-old talent they can find.
So yeah, they are obviously fucked. How fucked do you think that they get though? Do you think that this is do you think they fall out of the top 10?
I could see them finishing 7th or 8th. And honestly, it might not be that bad. Liverpool and Chelsea have both had a season where they didn't play in Europe recently. I think Chelsea won the league that year, right?
Which one?
That they didn't play in Europe? That was Conte's first year?
Yeah.
They won the league. Not saying that United will do that, but it kind of helped them reshuffle. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because how often does Manchester United need to try to win the Europa League? They already won one recently.
Yeah, it doesn't. Europa League doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
They want that dough because it's going to help the books. But like of all clubs, like they don't have to have that.
I think my thing is, if Uncle Ollie can't do it now, like just looking at the progression that Frank Lampard has made with these younger players in this small window, they're already progressing to being professionals. Where Ollie's been here for like a year and a half, and like no one's really.
He's a substitute teacher.
All these dudes are replaceable. So like to know that they're just gonna run this back, and like now we're gonna be able to take the Premier League by storm because we're not worried about having to fly to Kosovo on Thursday.
Right.
It doesn't ring true to me, and I think that they can't even sign Bruno Fernandes.
I know.
Why are they being
bizarre.
so cheap with Bruno Fernandes now?
But they want that 16-year-old.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like get that money together.
They're spending $30 million on a 16-year-old in Birmingham, but they can't cough up the extra $12 million that Sporting wants.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense. I would be extremely frustrated. So I think they're super fucked. I hope that it gets worse than 7th or 8th, but no one else is really playing that well at this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, nobody's really winning either.
No. So I just don't know where they're going to get the fucking goals from. So if
they're not.
If they don't make a deal to kind of like find somebody to give them goals, it could get pretty bad for United. So we'll see how that goes. Another player a player who's fucked this time. It may be Kepa Arrizabalaga, the rookie. I mean, the highest paid
goalie
ever.
I think. Most expensive keeper ever because they got him 5 seconds after Alisson went to Liverpool.
Yep,
and I liked him, but he does look like shit.
Yeah, he's struggling. I don't know if it's a Cody situation yet. I still think that he's in control of his body.
Can I share a live update or an almost live update? Let's all watch Bill Caballero try and stop this.
Oh. I mean, then again, I don't think
you guys missed him yelling at the wall for about 80 straight seconds.
Well, that's because that's what he's really good at yelling at the wall.
He was already yelling at the wall a bunch, and then this is a deflected goal. Like, just as we're about to get into how shitty Kepa is, they need 2 goalies.
Yeah, they might need more than one.
I think Frank just threw up.
Yeah, I did see a little bit rolling down that scarf.
I think Frank was just kind of wiping his mouth there.
Is Rob Green still on the roster?
No, Rob Green's probably doing stand-up now.
Yes, that is... So yeah, there's definitely an issue between the sticks with Chelsea. Kepa's
he's looked terrible, bro.
ever since the Europa League, ever since last year, he's kind of been struggling. He's given up a ton of goals from outside the box, and
honestly, I think he's kind of struggled since the League Cup final when he had that thing with Sarri.
Yeah,
I honestly think he's struggled since then.
Yeah, he has definitely has not been the same. So. Because they're still upset about the header that he let in against Newcastle, and the Bellerin goal. It was weird looking though, man.
The Bellerin goal is nobody closing down too.
Yeah,
I mean you can get into that where that's Tammy Abraham being a little bitch, and then coming back and kind of being like, oh, I'm going to be tough now, and then not closing the guy down early enough so that I forget who was out on left back at that point. Emerson maybe doesn't close him down and gives him some room. But you're right. Kepa should have still had that.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on, and obviously
that goal was not Bill's fault. That's Kovacic being olaying the wall and kicking it in the net.
Oh, nice.
Bill still got you. No clean sheet today, though. Sorry, bud. Try again next month.
And I think the good thing is everyone knows that Billy C is not going to take Kepa's
full
that's
on.
The point of this article is just like we should probably get somebody in here that could scare this kid.
Yeah, because he's definitely
Billy
not scared of Billy C.
No.
He's not scared of this dude that's just like groaning
Billy
like
C
a
and
40-year-old
Rob
and letting goals in during training. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Like his whole butt crack is hanging out. If you got farmer's crack, too washed
trying to play
up,
goalie, yeah,
it's not a good look.
But no, I don't know what they're going to try and do here. I don't know who they can get. I'm sure they're trying to get an English goalie, but I don't know of one that's better than him.
No, I don't think there is. And you're not going to be like no one. Jack Butland's not coming. Not walking back.
I'm not trying to get Pickford for him. Fuck that.
No. So
don't trust Pickford at all.
So yeah, there's not much you can do right now, and you spent so much money on him that like you have to kind of give him.
I mean, he's what 22?
Yeah, they have.
So he's a young buck.
They have things like this is the thing. It happens sometimes with goalies. You have to find a way to get him some confidence.
Right. I feel like 8 months ago they were like he's going to take De Gea's spot on the Spanish team. You know.
Yeah, and they're talking about selling him in the summer, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure Spain will always buy him back, but not at $72 million.
Right.
So
it was more than that. I thought it was like 90.
What was it? 90?
It was And here is 72.
Oh, does it say 72?
72 million pounds.
Oh, so maybe it was $90 million.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
It makes sense. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Let's look at the standings and see who else is fucked. Bournemouth got a win, so they're looking a little bit brighter. They're getting some players back.
Norwich might be fucked, bro.
Yeah, Norwich definitely looking the most fucked right now. West Ham
17.
You never know with them
games. Yeah, West Ham. When he said that to me the other day, I was like, "That's crazy," but that might work out. They're the team that could go down.
Yeah,
them and Villa, they could easily go down. I know we talk about this about once a month, and then somebody else. I said about Newcastle, but either of those teams could go down. Bournemouth could go down. I honestly now I don't think Watford will go down. I think they'll figure out how to stay.
Yeah, I think that they look the most confident down at the bottom. Norwich City looks to be the most fucked.
Norwich is in trouble. Yeah, Timu's staying in the league.
They are playing that expanse. They're playing that expansive style. They're playing the way they want to play. They just don't have the talent to execute it.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a team, unfortunately, that'll probably get relegated, and we'll end up seeing them
probably
right.
At least in the playoffs.
Right. They'll come right back up
because Timo Pukki and a couple of these kids are staying up in the league, but I think those ugly ass jerseys are going down.
But this is definitely a team that will always. Like as long as Fark stays the manager, he'll shred the championship.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
absolutely shred the championship.
They'll bounce back up.
So yeah, that's I guess we can deem Norwich City fucked. Everybody else is kind of
it's hit and miss.
To be determined.
We're keeping an eye out. So that's what's going on in England, and we're gonna get into a very very. We haven't done this in a while. A quick European whip around. Woo! So let's see what's popping in Europe.
Himself and Haaland in behind goes for goal. What a start to his Dortmund career! One chance, one goal, and Dortmund once again are back in it.
I told you I put him in earlier. And that tells me he's a natural finisher. Didn't even have a look at the goal. His timing of the run, took it early, put it in the back of the net. Let's go. We're back in business.
Back in business. So Erling Haaland has been getting busy so far. But before we get to that, we need to talk about one thing, and that is mature Nay.
That's right.
Haymar, Jaymar, no longer.
Underneath that bleach blonde exterior, there's a kind soul.
There's a kind soul. And you know what? He's growing up. He's realizing that he's getting towards the part of his career where it could go either way.
Yeah.
And you know what? He wants to show Barcelona that he's a grown man now.
That's right.
He's a big boy.
Yep.
And that means he's not going to throw a extravagant birthday party.
He's going to keep it low-key now.
You may have remembered his 27th where he showed up in the all-red outfit with the matching crutches.
With the red crutches. Because at this point, normally, Nay's supposed to be hurt.
Yes, he's supposed to be hurt. His birthday is coming up on February 5th, and for all intents and purposes, it looks like it's going to be a small one, just some family around. They won't even rent out a gigantic event center.
Yeah, I heard he's not even bumping club music throughout his mansion while he plays video games.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a difference.
Just regular old TV sounds.
Nice. He's turning over a new leaf.
That's right. This is more mature Nay.
And this is ripe off of the fact that he's talking about signing an extension with PSG, really doing a full gaslight right now.
Yeah. If any of that is true, that just tells me that Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. And they told him that, and they were like, "Don't worry, you're going to be the man again." And he was like, "Okay, maybe I will stay."
Yeah, I think this is PSG is really putting everything in on a Champions League and having a big run here. I can definitely see, since Neymar is very emotional and very manic. If these things don't happen, if something happens and they crash out of Champions League again,
fake his own death again,
all of this stuff is off the table. He'll probably throw a belated birthday party,
become Yaymar,
yes,
throw a 13-month birthday party, dye his hair green.
It's all up in the air right now. But no, the PSG's on a pretty good run right now. He's healthy. Everyone's happy, and that's cool because right now they're just playing dudes in France.
Yeah, they're playing cup games in France.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when we get to the international competition, but it is cool to know that a dude at 28 has finally realized that it's not your birthday's not a big deal. So shout out to you.
Good work, Nay.
Shout out to that, Neymar. So now we're talking about Erling Haaland. Manchester United did not get him. Borussia Dortmund did, and he's already paying off dividends, showing that he already wants to be worth $100 million this summer.
Yes.
Had his debut against Augsburg. They were down 3-1. He checks in and scores a hat trick in 23 minutes. Obviously, this is a nice little poacher's goal. His first goal was pretty impressive. Nice little finish from a tough angle, and he scores a third one. Just on a. People are having issues with his pace.
He looked like a beast in this game because Augsburg had him down 2-0 or 3-0.
They were 3-1.
3-1.
So he looked like a monster.
Yeah, scores 3 goals in 23 minutes, and then comes back the following. Of course, that doesn't work for Mario.
Nah, that's the channel, not me.
Oh well, you can only do what you can do.
Yeah.
Where is he from? Is he?
He's Norwegian.
He's from Norway. So is he gonna? Did they make Euros yet? I don't think they did. So maybe he's not gonna play in Euros. That's a shame.
No, and then he goes on to scores a brace against Cologne. The second one from a really, really dirty angle. It was pretty impressive shit, and he's on a pretty good run so far. So yeah, this is definitely a move that's going to really upset Manchester United fans when you see what's going on.
Well, this
there.
guy's doing, yeah.
And then now you're just dealing with hoping that Mason Greenwood can play 55 minutes.
You remember Jesse Lingard?
Yeah, I do remember him.
This gets worse.
Yeah, his next team beat West Ham today.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Shit. So yeah, that's what's going on in Germany. So we'll keep an eye on Erling Haaland, see his progression. This is it's definitely a nice little run. If you have a chance to check out that second goal against Cologne, it's pretty disrespectful.
All right.
And now on to a little bit more sad news. Inter Miami's actual target, true target, Mario Balotelli, is having a really, really tough homecoming. He's been following up a really rough year with a 7-minute cameo appearance where he gets.
They gave him a red card for that?
Gets 2 yellows in about.
Oh, that boy.
In about 10 seconds. He gets called on a high challenge that I don't even really know connects with this player, and then he complains to the referee, and the referee gives him what's known as a black yellow. It's a yellow for when you're when you're being a little bit too black in an Italian match.
And I'm pretty sure that the first yellow was just for being black and kicking that high.
Yeah.
So that's a double whammy there. He needed to know that those are the rules over there and to only do one or the other to stay on the field.
Yeah, that's a pretty disrespectful second yellow.
Oh, he's starting.
Oh, he got a little loud. I'm a
better
little
get
nervous.
him out of here.
I'm nervous.
So I am afraid for my life.
Listen,
I'm nervous.
I was going to call the police, but I'll just give you this second yellow.
I'm nervous.
So yeah, this man needs
Italy.
He needs to head. He needs to head to the
States.
States.
Please get him over here.
At this point, Mario Balotelli, you need to know that go somewhere where the goalkeepers are weird.
Yes.
And the turf is bouncy.
Yes.
Come over here.
These kits are nice. The pink kits are going to look good. It's Miami.
Yes.
You can wear white denim year round.
I'm sure that you can just instead of practice, you can just lay in your hot tub.
Yes.
Just show up when games are.
Yes. Get a crotch rocket, drive it around town, leave it wherever, and just get a new one.
Exactly.
He's perfect for Miami. I don't understand why this hasn't happened yet.
Just David Beckham, start being real about what your team
going to
needs.
get. Yeah, you're not getting dudes from City. You're getting Mario Balotelli,
and he needs it just as much as you do.
That's right.
So yeah, that's what's going on. That's our European whip around. Now it's time for what the fuck, bro.
I wake up and I look in the mirror. How can I complain when I really come from zero? Tell me. Dressed like Shelby's with.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't know that. All right, we can.
Let me find something. I'll throw it in the hot links.
Right,
I must have blacked that out midweek.
Yeah,
I'll find that. All right,
no worries.
Reshuffling the outline.
There you go.
So yeah, no, this is good.
Rerouting.
And thank you, Memphis Depay, for having a blown out knee because you're going to be supplying us with
a lot of tracks.
So much.
A lot of tracks. A lot of very terrible Dutch raps that are in a really weird tempo. So while Pat's digging up Brian McBride links. There's something that went down in Turkey that's real. That's just perfect for Mario. It's a Turkish second tier. We have Yusakspor, goalkeeper, who saves a 90-minute pen, and he gets booked for coming off the line. There's a retake. That one gets saved. He gets sent off for going off the line, and then a defender jumps in, takes his place, and then saves the goal. So
and saves a third one.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
So yeah, that's pretty aggressive. There, I didn't know that you get a yellow for leaving the line. I felt that was pretty harsh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe just in Turkey, and then they cut off 2 of his toes.
Yeah, I think you'd think the one time it'd just be like a warning or something.
Yeah,
usually.
so he leaves the line twice in the 90th minute, and
give me your foot.
This is obviously the Italian ref that really loves dropping yellow cards because and he does it again.
But that's fine. He went a step up. You can do that.
But
I don't understand that. Like, he did it fine.
He gets a yellow for this one for leaving again.
Did he slice anybody in the face with razor blades?
No, it's actually
nothing like
it's
that.
actually pretty tame for a turkey clip. Oh, and now we have the defender, and tell me this dude does not. Okay, he goes opposite direction. Defender saves it.
Got him. Yeah.
Boom. That's pretty impressive stuff. Pretty impressive goalkeeping.
Nobody threw any sandals at anybody.
No one threw any sandals. I'm sure they train with tires on fire being thrown at them while they save balls over ditches. So that's good to know. No, that was some pretty good stuff right there. All right, here we go. Here's our Brian McBride news. Jumping into what the fuck, bro. Brian McBride has now been named the general manager of the men's national team. Who held this job previously? Was this Ernie's?
No, Ernie was hiring somebody for this.
Oh, okay. So this is another shadow position
between Greg.
So this is the dude that you fire instead of being able to fire.
He's the
Greg.
fall guy.
Yeah,
right.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, I have a theory, man. Like, I think that U.S. men's national team brain trust, I think it reaches way further than we think. They're making. I think some of these crazy rumors that they're floating are U.S. men's national team just pieces of misinformation. I think they got their tentacles in everything. I think we need to deep dive on this. Maybe next pod.
All right, man. If you think you got the John Bond links,
I will be out in the shed in the back like a beautiful mind. I will solve this crime for us.
If you got the sources. But no, that makes perfect sense because if Greg is not performing well, you need someone to fire in place of him.
Right.
So that's going to be a really nice position. So
yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, you're the general manager of the U.S. men's national team. You can only do so much. Like, you're going to start nationalizing people so you can get new players. Like, you have a shitty player pool.
You already know the player
GM,
pool,
right?
And this is my thing. It's just like
why did Brian? That's how patriotic Brian McBride is. This is a suicide mission, and he took it anyways.
And so then who the fuck is going to select? So are him and Greg going to get into a meeting and then pick who they're going to who's going to be selected for the squad?
I just tried to look up like 4 articles. It says nothing except Brian McBride is the GM of the U.S. men's national team, and he used to work on TV.
Yeah.
Before that, he played soccer. Like, those are all the articles. Maybe it's a phony position.
I think it's beautiful too because they're like, you know what? We really could just reinvest in promoting soccer in urban neighborhoods, but now we're going to create another paper job for Brian McBride.
Let's get Brian McBride a gig.
We definitely got the money for that.
Get Don Oven in there soon.
Don't have the money to do any of the other stuff.
No,
nothing like that.
Can't pay these ladies.
Can't pay these ladies. Can't start grassroots soccer.
Get Brian McBride on the payroll immediately.
We need a shadow position.
Get that man a vehicle
because we already have a shadow position with Ernie Stewart being a.
We need a shadow for our shadow.
Exactly.
That's how we do shady shit in this country.
Gotta love the men's national team running like a really, really terrible fucking company. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, you say General Motors?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good. So yeah, now thanks to Mario, he also caught me up with there's a weird Theo Hernandez false rape claim going on right now. So the Diario Sur, which does not sound like a reputable
news outlet.
No. Yeah, does not sound reputable. Says that former model Luisa Kremleva accused him of rape in 2017 and was recently arrested for making up the claims. That's what was dropped in Diario Sur. And then another reputable news source, Russia Today, said that those are lies, all lies.
Oh, good.
Kremleva says that the complaint was never removed. She was never arrested for that, and it's still much ongoing investigation, and that all the information will come out once all of everything's been recorded and out into the open. So she basically feels like this is still an open case, an active case, and she will be exonerated, and everything the truth will come out. Yeah.
All right.
So this is another weird one. Have no idea what was going on. It's more of a he said, she said type thing.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Hopefully, a more reputable news source picks this up.
Russia Today.
Yeah, hopefully Breitbart covers this, so we can
go.
really get down to what's actually went down between these two. Hopefully, they were in the room at the time. So,
all right.
And then also again in other forcible situations, we have Cristiano Ronaldo getting very aggressive after a goal. Top knot Chrissy does not just want to celebrate a goal with Paulo Dybala. He wants to go full Joe Namath and just get a little bit of kiss.
That's right.
A little bit of a kiss. So it's a really weird angle. They're running towards the supporters end. after a goal, and he's just trying to give a little bit of love to the man who fed him for his second goal, and it's just a very weird. It's just a very, very weird crossing of the faces that makes it look like they may have kissed
a little bit. Yeah.
Just kissed, just not a lot, but just a little bit. Yeah, just.
My hope is that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to end up like Howard Hughes, where like at some point Howard Hughes was a functioning human being in the world, and then later he was like growing his fingernails and jarring piss.
Yeah.
I could easily see that happening to him.
Yeah, I could see this
super rich.
Here's footage of the accidental kiss, and what do we have to? Oh,
yeah, definitely kissed him. Even Bonucci's behind him, like, what the fuck?
Like, whoa, I was kind of that.
Whoa, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's
wow.
Whisper in the ear too.
Yeah,
it's like, sorry, bro.
Yeah, Dybala to Spurs back on. Oh, the slow mo, damn, bro.
Damn, they really did.
He did it.
Oh no!
He's like the ball's like ah.
Bro, he did. It looked like Chrissy Chrissy was kissing him, bro.
Yeah. I think
impeccable timing.
I think that's a
and look
kiss,
at Bonucci's face.
Yeah, Bonucci literally is like, what the fuck?
It's like, what am I grabbing onto here?
Oh man, that's worse than Tom Brady kissing his kids on the mouth.
God.
Jesus, that's bad in a slow.
Oh,
yeah,
that's Mario's new wallpaper.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely going. Like that's full kiss. Like, was he going for a cheek kissing and Dybala went to
and they just hit him in the mouth?
Yeah, I don't know, Chrissy, but you're supposed to ask for consent. We've already been over this, bro.
Yeah.
So so moving on to something a little bit less sexual. More is showing another side of his game.
That's right.
He's really enjoying his football right now, and he's letting you know by showing off with a butt pass.
Yes.
This is much more talented than the butt fumble. It's
it's a straight up butt pass.
Straight up butt pass.
Yeah.
That's
this doesn't result in a loss of a game like the butt fumble.
No, but it's just well done. It's just a skilled play.
It's just a man having fun and enjoying his football. Neymar's butt passing, y'all. He's not even.
We forgot to initiate Roger.
Yeah, we did forget to initiate Roger.
I'll have to send him pictures of Hope Solo's butthole.
Yeah, we will. Thanks for remembering that.
Send him that link real quick. Hey, Raj, thanks for filling in for that first half of the
Here's
show.
our gift.
Yeah, link below.
Link below. Yeah, so that is
butt passes and buttholes, baby. That's what this podcast is all about.
Oh man, I think we got a title.
Hey-o!
Butt passes and buttholes. All right. So yeah, Neymar's doing his thing. I think that he's ready. He's ready for Triple X, the next installment. So yeah,
Quadruple X.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes down. So we're gonna wrap this up with a really excellent story, a cautionary tale.
Yes, this is definitely a cautionary tale.
We might add. This is why you probably should not bring a woman who's not your significant other to games with you, because there's cameras everywhere and sometimes things get caught. Bro. So this is a Barcelona match, and
Barcelona Ecuador,
whatever Barcelona Ecuador match, and this is a man who
is hugged up with his girl,
but it is not his girl, and you can see immediately.
Yeah, he gives her a little kiss, and then he looks up and realizes he's on TV. Arm is no longer around her shoulder, and he's just looking ahead like, fuck.
Actually, I looked super into this. They were recently married. They just didn't want to be on the kiss cam.
On the kiss cam.
What?
Busted a nut.
Wow.
But that's no
deep dive from Chris.
Deep dive from Chris.
We brought him in from the bullpen mid-show.
And basically he did not want to be on the kiss cam. Looked very awkward in there.
Hey man, happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best. You're not. Hey, listen, you can't be just wait.
You can't be out there, bro. Yeah,
you can't be kissing at the game because you are going to get. You're going to get
out
caught,
there, bro. You're going to get caught.
You're going to get caught, bro. If you want to keep it private,
going to get caught.
Going to get caught. Have you? Before we go, have you seen the Delonte West footage?
I have not.
Oh,
I do love a good bit of Delonte West footage, though. Do you have that for the hot links?
Yeah, I'll drop it in the hot links.
I was already going to put it up. All right.
Go ahead, bro. Do your
throw
thing.
It up, man.
Okay.
Are you in? I don't know, because usually you Wikipedia stuff.
Yeah, are you going to use YouTube?
Yeah.
So Delonte West, former guard from St. Joe's, is now
didn't he
St.
bang
Joe's
LeBron
Dallas
James' mom,
Mavericks. He may have banged LeBron James's mom. Was seen in the Washington D.C. area being beat the fuck up out of by a dude with a leather jacket on the side of the road.
Why is Delonte West getting his ass beat like that?
Apparently he's got some mental health issues, and now he's living on the street.
Oh.
And so after the fight, he's kind of like hanging on the side right there, and the police interview him, and it's a pretty fucking unhinged interview.
Wow.
Best thing about the interview is it's from a cop's fucking
dashboard cam.
It's from a cop's the fucking chest cam. Yeah, you might want to turn that one up. Turn that up, Mario. So it's from.
Yeah. He's not looking good.
Why'd you hit him? Did he attack you first? Was up the fence, or did you hit him? Man, I walked down the street. Man approached me with a gun. Where's his gun at? I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Solid answer.
I don't give a fuck. Okay. Young jail. I'm the leader of the motherfucker. Goddamn Navy SEALs. Ain't no home. Ain't a Navy. I'm motherfucking President Trump. I'm the real fucking president. Okay. I'm right now.
Okay.
Updates from Delonte West.
Yeah,
I am the leader of the Navy.
I do feel like the last story that I heard about
Christ.
Delonte West was him getting arrested when he was still in Cleveland with like a machine gun in
On a
guitar
motor-
case
yeah,
on his
on a-
back,
yeah, on a-
like
yes.
Antonio Banderas style.
Yes.
So this is not.
So he's been dealing with some stuff
Yeah.
for quite a while,
Yeah.
and now he believes that he's President Trump. He's
That's
the real
correct.
president.
He's the real president,
So
according to
yeah,
Delonte
it's a
Stay up, Delonte.
Yeah, stay. Yeah, that's all we can really say about that. Also the dreadlock ponytail.
Oh yeah,
Not sure about that one.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Not sure about that one. Yeah, no.
So
Not at all.
yeah, that's
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not sure about that.
I'm sure there's a 30 for 30 behind that.
Coming soon.
Maybe a Netflix special, but yeah, that was pretty rough to see.
Yeah.
Hopefully he at least gets that cleaned up, just a skosh.
Yeah,
Just
a bit.
Just a skosh. Yeah, that was pretty rough. So yeah, next we'll be back before you know it. There's gonna be a lot going on. I think Pat's gonna go on a deep dive with the U.S. men's national team. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Some sort of national treasure. It has something to
type
do
thing,
with
yeah.
the back of the $2 bill.
Yeah, and the Da Vinci Code. That's exactly it. We're gonna see if we can get Tom Hanks for the show. No
Very
promises though.
interesting. Yeah, we might be able to pull that off. Yeah, and I'm sure something crazy will happen. We do have Ibrahimovic is in Italy playing right now.
That's true.
One to cover it, but he's not.
He hasn't done anything crazy.
They're really trying to attribute this run of form of them winning because he's there, but he hasn't done anything.
Probably in the contract.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything yet. So we'll keep track of that. We still got 6 more days of the transfer window. Mario Balotelli could get saved. Chrissy could continue to be kissing people.
He's definitely going to continue to kiss people.
Anything is possible at this point. Neymar might try the dick pass next week. So if that does happen, we'll be here to cover it. We'll be here to cover it. Mario, where can they find us at?
Twitter at the SetP16, Facebook SetPiece SRD.
And yeah, you can listen to our podcast where all of them are, where you can find all of them. Whatever streamer you like to use, we are there. Just search the Set Piece, and you can get all of this soccery goodness. We kind of stayed on task today. Not a lot of.
Weird.
We did not move. No segues to wrestling.
Nope.
So yeah, I think this is a really good installment.
It's the brunch pod, man.
Butt passes and buttholes out. Play us out, Chris.
Need no convincing, niggas know the feelings. Stand on my own team, need no co-defendants. Don't need no inconsistencies if we gon' roll together. Need no convincing, niggas know the feelings. Not too much patience for the violations. From the same cloth, it cut much deeper when it's my persuasion. Depend on when and where you.
This has been an SRD production.